Yes, good morning students. I hope you are all fine. Right, we'll wait for just 2-3 minutes. Let all join in and then we'll begin the class. All right, I think we are good to go now, right? So I'll just take the screenshots of the participants who are right here to mark your attendance. So did any of you attend the orientation session for that online course I had shared, Fuel, right? So yes, we are good to go now. So students, today we'll begin with the sentence structure, right? We'll be discussing and taking a look at different types of sentences, right? In case you had seen your previous year question papers and your syllabus, then this is one of the topics mentioned there. And yes, there are questions asked in the paper, in the examination about mention what kind of sentence is it. Is it a complex sentence, a compound sentence, or a simple sentence, right? So for that purpose, we are going to take a look at, the various types of sentences with their examples. And after that, okay, there's a fly here. After that, I'm going to share an exercise with you, an easy exercise, right? You can attempt it at your own end and you can share the solutions with me. And do let me know if I just switched on the fan and if the the sound disturbs you, right? So let me know, because I don't want any background noise to be there to distract. So I'm going to share the PPT for different sentence structures. All right, so here we go. In case you have noticed, some of our sentences are really short, right? There are others which are quite complicated and long. And usually we recommend that you write your sentences, as short as possible. However, for a variation, right, in your essay or even your answers, it is good to have one complex sentence there or one compound sentence put in there. How? It helps you save words. Why? Because you will be able to say more within less number of words, right? So that is how it works. Now let's take a look at why do we need these sentence structures or how they came into being. To make your writing more interesting and give it a distinct voice, you should try to vary your sentences in terms of length and structure. You can make some of your sentences long and others short. So let's read the two paragraphs on the next page. Right, अब इसमें क्या है that we are discussing to make your writing interesting. अब हमारी writing, what we write, not handwriting, but what we write, the words, how do they differ from each other? If I were to, let's say, give you an essay on the same topic for all of you, right, all the 50, 60 students in the class, still each one of you is going to come up with a unique write-up on the same topic, right? How? Because hum sabka, the preference to make sentences, the words we use, it is all going to be different. You might pick a different word, I might pick a different word to convey the same meaning. Similarly, even our sentence structures would vary. Some of us are, very much into writing long sentences. Some prefer to make very short, simple, easy to understand sentences. Or we may use a variation of the two. So, इससे क्या होता है? एक तो your handwriting, your writing, whatever you are writing, the words, they become more interesting and they are, made unique as well. You might have your own writing style. ठीक है? इसीलिए let's take a look at what different sentence structures are there. Before that, let's read these two paragraphs. So, who would like to read? Okay, do I have Harmandeep here? Yes, Harmandeep.
Yes, ma'am.
So, why don't you read the first paragraph?
I love living in the city. I have wonderful view of the entire city. I have an apartment. I can see the Golden Gate Bridge. I can see many cargo ships pass under the bridge up each day. I like the restaurants in San Francisco. I can find wonderful food from just about every country. I do not like the traffic in the city.
All right. So, who would like to read the next sentence, the next paragraph? Yes, so who all do we have here? Okay, Pavandeep, why don't you read? Pavandeep, roll number ends with 160. हाँ जी बच्चे, Pavandeep, am I audible? No, okay, Vishakha is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Vishakha, why don't you read the next paragraph?
Yes, ma'am. I love living in the city of San Francisco. I have a wonderful view of the entire city from my apartment window. In addition, I can see the Golden Gate Bridge under which many cargo ships pass. I also like San Francisco because I can find wonderful restaurants with food from just about every country. However, I don't like the traffic in the city.
All right, so if you notice these two paragraphs, what stands out? See, this one, it has very short sentences, right? There is limited information in each sentence. And they're all simple sentences. How are they simple? There is a single subject, that is I, and there is a single verb, I love, and there is a predicate, that is this portion, in the city, an apartment. ठीक है, so ये सारे sentence are pretty simple. ठीक है, limited information दी हुई है, they are not too long, not complicated. If you notice the second paragraph, however, there is more information in each sentence. I love living in the city of San Francisco. Right? I have a wonderful view of the entire city from my apartment window. In addition, I can see the Golden Gate Bridge, under which many cargo ships pass each day. Then I also like San Francisco because I can find wonderful restaurants with food from just about every country. However, I don't like the traffic in the city. So if you notice this sentence, it is quite long, right? And you can just, if you were to break it down into smaller sentences, so you will have, I also like San Francisco because I can find wonderful restaurants. Which restaurants? With food from just about every country. However, I don't like the traffic in the city. So that person has mentioned a number of, yes, Tamanna, you are right that the first paragraph is written in simple language, or in other words, these are simple sentences. However, in this paragraph, we have complex as well as compound sentences, right? So now let's take a look at what are these various sentence structures. So you will want to use a variety of sentence structures in your writing, and there are four types of sentences we will study in this lesson. So we have the simple sentence, we have the compound sentence, we have the complex sentence, and we have compound complex sentence. So a mixture of both, right? So moving further. So most of the time our ideas include more details. We add extra words to the wheels, right? अगर आपको, if I were to give you, okay, so first one is hard one to read as compared to second one. I would say it's not actually hard to read. It is rather easier to read, but it's very boring. It feels like a commentary, doesn't it? That it just simply facts have been mentioned. This. Here there is some connection between the facts, right? So definitely you will enjoy reading this paragraph more than this one. This sounds like just some commentary is going on. I do this, I like that, I like this, I love living in the city. Very short, and if you read it in that tone, it would appear a bit like this person is very disinterested to tell you all this, whatever has been mentioned. However, in this paragraph, there is more, there is some enthusiasm you can read, right? You can read and you can imagine how this person might be telling you this whole thing, all these facts, right? So yes, definitely simple sentences are recommended as well. However, they make the write up a bit boring and monotonous. Whereas complex and compound sentences, if you mix up all these, you use all these, then your write up is going to certainly sound more interesting. So moving back to where we were, and yes, we tend to write and we tend to include more ideas, more details in our sentences, right? If I were to give you an essay, you would definitely be using more of complex and compound sentences rather than the simple sentences, right? So if there is a subject and there is a predicate in every sentence, right? The neighborhood children play basketball at the community center. So yes, you have mentioned which children, what do? They play basketball, and where do they play it? At the community center. So these are like three facts here that you are talking about neighborhood children, they play basketball and at the community center. Students in the biology lab studied cells under an electron microscope. So here we know what kind of microscope, which lab, and what did they study, right? So now let's take a look at a simple sentence. A simple sentence has one independent clause. Now what is a clause? Clause is a part of a sentence, right? And it includes subject and a verb. So yes, simple sentence has one independent clause, only one. Just remember this, that this simple sentence, let's take this for an example. I live in San Francisco. So I is a subject, live is a verb, in San Francisco, right? Now if you were to live in San Francisco, these words, you're left with I live. Now no doubt it is grammatically correct. However, it is sounding weird that I live full stop, right? So if you separate the independent clause is which can exist by itself, right? So simple sentence has one independent clause, that is one subject and a verb. Now just remember, you are not required to exactly remember these things. I just want you to be able to correctly identify the sentence there in the examination, right? So that comes with practice, and you might or might not even remember the rule behind it, just as I told you with articles and prepositions. You don't need to remember the rules. I just need you to use it correctly. And how can you use it correctly without remembering the rules? If you are reading regularly, if you are writing regularly, then you won't even face a problem in deciding which preposition or article would go here, all right, wherever the exercise or the sentence demands it. All right, moving further, let's talk about compound sentences. A compound sentence contains two independent clauses that are joined together. Now, this is what is sets it apart from a complex sentence. Here we are talking about two independent clauses. Now, what was a clause? Subject and a verb. Now, here there are going to be two pairs of subject and verbs. So we have the sentence, she works in the city, but she lives in the suburbs. Now, suburbs is the suburban area, right? The area surrounding the city, which is not completely rural, yet not completely urban. So she works in the city, but she lives in the suburbs. Now you can always, divide the sentence into two parts and both the parts would make sense separately. Now, if I were to put a full stop here, she works in the city, full stop. She lives in the suburbs, right? तो ये भी दोनों sentences separately भी sense बना रहे हैं, आपको meaning समझ आ रहा है. However, when we join them together and we add this but, which is a conjunction in between, right? So this sentence makes better sense, right? I won't say कि पहले sentence नहीं बन रही थी, अब बन रही है, no, but this sounds more correct if I were to say. So this is an independent clause. Similarly, this is an independent clause. All right. So compound sentence can be divided into two different sentences, and both those sentences, both those parts would make sense on their own as well. So this is a very easy trick. I also get confused at times के compound कौन सा है, complex कौन सा है. So if you can, come up with some mnemonic to remember this, that compound को आप break down कर सकते हो. जैसे केमिस्ट्री में भी कंपाउंड्स होते हैं, राइट? सो इफ यू वांट टू मेक सम कनेक्शन लाइक दैट जस्ट टू रिमेंबर इट, you are most welcome that yes, it can be broken down into two separate sentences which would make sense on their own. Now let's talk about its further variation, right? So if there is a missing subject or missing verb, the sentence is considered a fragment. So examples are if the subject is missing or a verb is missing: went to the store, before I take my test, the best class in the world, over the river and through the woods, James, a student in first block. अब आपने notice किया होगा, if you are into reading stories and novels, at all times the author does not follow the rules of literature, or not literature but grammar. ठीक है, वो उसमें क्या होता है, कई बार ऐसे sentences भी आते हैं, went to the store, ठीक है, it could be the best class in the world, something like this, where the subject or the verb might be missing. So it is just a fragment. However, क्योंकि वो तो एक creative piece of writing है, right, a novel or a story, so they are allowed to take this liberty and overlook the rules of grammar, right? So they can, उनके लिए there are no hard and fast rules, right? कि what kind of story you are supposed to write, or what kind of sentences must there be in a story. In case you have noticed, some stories, which are kind of pointing to a very, or have a twist in the end, usually they will begin on such a boring note. जैसे हमने ये वाला नहीं देखा था इधर, the first paragraph. Yes. कई बार the novel begins like that. It was Saturday. I had just come back from office. This happened. तो आपको वो पढ़ के ही लगता है कि ऐसे कितनी boring life है इस character की, right? So that is how the sentence structure helps to build the tone, helps to build the emotion कि वो क्या convey करना चाह रहा है author, right? तो इससे आपको पता चलेगा कि this is very boring, it is sounding monotonous, it is sounding like a commentary. So the author might use such sentences when he or she wants to explain something everyday, something routine, something monotonous, right? And then he or she might jump to using complex or compound sentences whenever the action in the story is building up, right? So this is what I wanted to share here with you. So these sentences are called fragments, and these are few examples of fragments. ठीक है, तो आपने अगर novels पढ़ी हैं या stories पढ़ी हैं, आपने पक्का notice किया होगा कि उधर भी ऐसे कई बार fragments use किए होते हैं. So yes, how now talking more about a compound sentence. You can make a compound sentence by joining two logically related independent clauses by using a semicolon, a coordinating conjunction, or a transition. Now we'll take a look at each of these. जैसे I told you that this can be broken down into two independent sentences, right? But how to make it one? So these three methods are there, that you may add a semicolon in between, or you may use a conjunction which fits it, or it could be a transition, right? So let's take a look at using a semicolon. So the format would be independent clause, a semicolon, and another independent clause. I love living in the city. So there is a pause here. There are so many things to do, right? अगर आप इसको हटा के इधर full stop पे लगा दोगे, even then it would remain correct, right? Grammatically it would be correct. However, since these two are related, so it is better to put them in a single sentence, right? And how we can do that? By putting this semicolon in between. Now let's talk about using conjunctions, right? So according, it could be independent clause, then a conjunction, and then another independent clause. So he couldn't watch the show, there's a comma, and so he decided to tape it, right? He decided to record it. So he couldn't watch the show, full stop, he decided to record it. अगर ये भी sentence दो अलग होते, they are making sense, right? They are conveying the correct meaning. However, when we add them into a single sentence, they make, I won't say more meaning, but they sound more appropriate, right? They sound more correct. So he couldn't watch the show, इसीलिए he decided to tape it. अब इसमें भी there is a subject he, there is this verb could not watch, he decided, right? And बीच में हमने conjunction कौन सा लगा दिया? So. Now there is a trick to remember what conjunctions are there. So this, we have this acronym fanboys, right? So there is for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Now yes, कुछ examples हैं. There are several other conjunctions as well, but for your convenience, these are the ones which are more frequently used. All right. So moving further. Okay, so we have do not use a comma every time you use the words these. ठीक है, use a comma only when the coordinating conjunction joins two independent clauses. Now what is the idea? अब इनके साथ ये नहीं है कि आपने हमेशा कॉमा लगाना ही है जैसे इधर लगा हुआ था, ठीक है, जैसे we put a comma here and then we follow the next sentence followed, that is so he decided to tape it. अब अगर आपका है ही नहीं है इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज, ठीक है, जो दूसरा है सिर्फ एक फ्रेज है, फ्रेगमेंट है, फिर आपको कॉमा लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है, राइट? सो हियर इज अ सिंपल सेंटेंस, द नेकलेस वाज ब्यूटीफुल बट एक्सपेंसिव, राइट? सो हियर वी वोंट यूज अ कॉमा ब्यूटीफुल के बाद बट एक्सपेंसिव लिखने के लिए. इट इज अ वन सिंपल सेंटेंस, ठीक है? So this is an independent clause. This is a fragment, right? It is not an independent clause. इसीलिए हमने इधर comma भी नहीं लगाया. All right. So again, this is just a repetition that you need a comma to separate two independent clauses which have been joined by a conjunction, right? So after school, I am going to the store and to the mall. ठीक है? I like to watch baseball games and she likes to watch football games. English class is my favorite subject and my best subject. Jamie bought all of her materials for school and she covered all of her books last night. My brother drove me to school and dropped me off. Okay, beta, so now here I want to, just mention it to you. अब जैसे ना there is a difference of American English and British English, right? अगर आपने notice किया होगा in British English there is this of British comma. ये है उसमें क्या होता है whenever we write a list of books, list of things that I took my bag, my cell phone and my books along. अब हम इसको तो हम सिंपली टाइप कर देंगे. लेट मी जस्ट टाइप दिस फॉर यू क्योंकि दैट वुड मेक मोर सेंस. All right. So notice this sentence and notice the next one I write. It is almost similar. ठीक है. So now will anybody tell me what's the difference between these two sentences? Just read these two very carefully.
मैं साइकिल में एंड के पहले कॉमा लगा है, पहले में नहीं कॉमा लगा.
Yes, very correct. And इस कॉमा को ब्रिटिश कॉमा कह देते हैं. If you notice, even वैसे तो even in England or in British English also, this is no longer followed every time. It is some people follow it, some don't, but they always write a comma and then they write and cell phone along or whatever is to follow. However, we have always used it this way that bag, books and end में हम सिर्फ and cell phone जो भी last item होते हैं उसको and लगा के we finish the sentence. ठीक है? Same is true for here that after school I am going to the store and to the mall. अब इधर it is optional. Either you can put a comma or you may not put a comma. Both ways the sense remains the same. All right. So let's move further. Now let's talk about the third, method that we read. How can we convert two independent clauses into a compound sentence? There is a transition. Now transition is just another word for one extra word that we are going to add here, right? So it would be independent clause, transition, and independent clause. So I love San Francisco. However, I hate the traffic. ठीक है, ये आपने अगर कुछ कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी कुछ उसके ऑपोजिट वाली बात बतानी हो कि आई लव सैन फ्रांसिस्को बट मुझे आई हेट द ट्रैफिक, तो उसके लिए वी राइट हाउ एवर. सो दिस इज एन इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज इन इटसेल्फ. सेम वे दिस इज एन इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. ठीक है, अगर आपने इसको ब्रेक डाउन करना होगा तो सेंटेंस बन जाएगा आई लव सैन फ्रांसिस्को फुल स्टॉप, आई हेट द ट्रैफिक फुल स्टॉप. ऑल राइट. सो नाउ लेट्स मूव फर्दर. So dependent clauses cannot stand alone. They are like baskets that need to be attached to a basic sentence. So if we go by the example of a cycle, right, a bicycle. So yes, we have a subject, that is the first wheel. We have the predicate, that is the second wheel. And now we might need some accessories. ठीक है, so उसमें क्या है, if you can think of dependent clauses as one of those accessories, right? So these are baskets that need to be attached to the basic sentence. For example, when the music began, everyone started to dance. ठीक है, तो इधर ये कॉमा आ गया कि when the music began, everyone started to dance. अब अगर आप इसका सोचो ना कि when the music began, अब इसको अगर ब्रेक डाउन करना हो सेंटेंस को, तो दिस फर्स्ट फ्रेज when the music began, it cannot stand on its own independently. ठीक है, क्योंकि अगर आप इस सेंटेंस को अकेला पढ़ो, it does not make any sense. However, everyone started to dance. That makes sense on its own. But the first phrase, the first part of the sentence cannot be independent, right? So this is an example of a dependent clause. So this brings us to the idea of complex sentences. Now complex sentences are the ones which contain at least one independent clause and one dependent clause. ठीक है, तो इनका जो combination है, it is complex. So John cannot set up his typewriter because the wall has no outlet. All right. And here this is another conjunction which we are using. So don't worry about remembering subordinating है, फिर जैसे पहले था coordinating है. ठीक है, you are simply using a conjunction. Conjunction का अगर आपको याद हो, in the very first classes when you were just reading grammar, learning it, so these were called joining words, right? So you can remember the same, क्योंकि conjunction कई बार आपको ऐसे एकदम से strike ना करके ये कौन से होते हैं. ठीक है, just for simplifying matters, you can remember it that these are joining words. So John cannot set up his typewriter because the wall has no outlet, right? So let's move further. So now, if we were to talk about different, I think we can start with the clauses in a later class, क्योंकि वो थोड़ा फिर आपके लिए वो difficult हो जाएगा. For this class, we'll just stick to the different types of sentences. All right, so I'll just stop the screen share here. Clauses वाला हम कल discuss कर लेंगे. I have another PPT with a similar example. So for a revision, let's take a look at that one. So in case you have any doubts so far which you might want to clarify, you are most welcome to bring them up. And yes, also students, I wanted to share, those of you who missed my classes, I will share the videos with you, right? Try to watch those videos, articles and prepositions wali. And after that, in case you have any doubts, then we can certainly have a class. All right, so I'll share I think I shared an exercise as well in the group. मैं वो फिर से share कर दूंगी. I'll share the links of the videos as well. तो काफी extensively उसमें मैंने discuss किया. In case you'll watch the video, most of your doubts would be clear. All right. So I'm just taking the screenshots for your attendance so that you don't need to worry के attendance हुई या नहीं हुई. All right. So yes, this is another PPT with the same topic, right? So एक थोड़ा और revision से हो जाएगी आपकी. So a simple sentence, one which has one subject and one predicate, right? So we went to San Juan yesterday. So this is a very simple sentence, right? There is this subject that we, there is this verb went to San Juan yesterday. So this would be the predicate. All right. So this is the pronoun we or the simple subject. This is the verb went to San Juan. This too would be prepositional phrase and this is the complete predicate. Alright, so this is a simple sentence for you and I'm sure you can come up with various examples of simple sentences. Right? So why don't you give me few examples of simple sentences? Yes, think of those. You can share it in the chat or you may, if you want to speak it out, you are most welcome. All right, let's take a look. Yes, she is writing, he is playing. I love playing, I am reading. Yes. Right, so you get the drift. I am dancing. I went to college yesterday, though it has been a lot of yesterdays back that you might have come to college, right? So you get the drift, right? So the simple about the simple sentences. Now let's take a look at the compound ones again. I am attending the English class. Yes, I go to college daily. So the compound one has more than one part that can stand alone, right? As I told you, it would have two independent clauses. Now independent clauses are connected by coordinating conjunctions, conjunctive adverbs or a semicolon. Now don't worry about के क्या चीजें हैं. Just remember कि वो sentence दो different sentences में break down हो सकता है, right? Okay, so I am attending the English class and it is really interesting. I really hope that is true, right? So that was a good, example of a compound sentence. So why don't you think of more compound sentences? So we went to San Juan and most of us danced all night. So a breakdown would be that this is the subject, this is the verb, this is the prepositional phrase, and is the coordinating conjunction here. So this is again the subject, most of us danced all night, right? Okay, so I love playing, but no one plays with me. Okay, beta, I think ये जो हो जाएगा, ठीक है, that is true. This can be broken down into two sentences. I am going to visit the zoo, which is near to the airport. तमन्ना ये वाला जो sentence है, this would be a complex sentence because आप इसको two independent उसमें break नहीं कर सकते, right? आप ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते कि I am going to visit the zoo, full stop, near to the airport. ठीक है? So इसमें this is an example of a complex sentence. Compound में there is a conjunction and you can easily break it down into two independent sentences, right? So yes, now making that sentence, it might have clarified it for you, the difference between the two, right? So my parents caught a severe cold. Consequently, they had to cancel their vacation. So ये है conjunctive adverb, right? तो आप इसको conjunction मानकर ही चलो for your convenience that such words can also be used to join two independent clauses to make them into a single compound sentence, right? So my parents caught a severe cold. They had to cancel their vacation. Similarly, here is an example of using a semicolon. Some people like basketball, others prefer baseball. Okay, beta? So now let's take a look at the complex sentence. It has at least two parts, one that can stand alone and another one that cannot. Right? So the part that cannot stand alone is linked to the rest of the sentence by a subordinating conjunction. Okay? Since we wanted to have fun, we went to San Juan yesterday. Right? So this is an example. Now let's break it down. This is a subordinated conjunction. We wanted to have fun. Part that cannot stand alone. ठीक है? तो आप इसको break down नहीं कर सकते ऐसे कि since we wanted to have fun, full stop. We went to San Juan yesterday. Okay? Since we wanted to have fun, ये incomplete रहेगा. It has to be completed with this part being attached to it. Right? So here this is the subject and this is the predicate, right? So this is an example of complex sentence. So if I were to take Tamanna's this example of the sentence she mentioned, I am going to visit the zoo, which is near to the airport. So इसमें which is has been used as a conjunction, right? And I am going to visit zoo. It is an independent clause. All right. So let's move further. Now let's take a look at this mixture of the hybrid compound complex sentence. Now इसमें क्या है? This type of sentence has more than one part that can stand alone and at least one that cannot. तो इसमें अगर आप नोटिस करेंगे ना, तो मे बी द सेंटेंस कैन बी ब्रोकन डाउन इनटू 3 पार्ट्स, राइट? एंड उसमें मोर देन वन पार्ट कैन स्टैंड अलोन, ठीक है? 2 इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉजेस होंगे एंड एक होगा जो नहीं इंडिपेंडेंट है, जो डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज है, राइट? अब इसमें हम इसका एक एग्जांपल देख लेते हैं. Since we wanted to have fun, my friend and I went to San Juan yesterday and we danced all night. So can you tell me the dependent clause here and also the independent clauses? हाँ जी बच्चे, try. Yes, so just try reading it again and try to identify which sentence part can stand on its alone, which is independent. क्या आप उसको break down कर दोगे एक proper sentence बन जाएगा, and which part will not make proper sense on its own. Okay, so you say last one is dependent. And we danced all night. All right. Independent is my friend and I. Yes, that part is independent. You are right, Surbhi. Vishal, why don't you read it again? Read the sentence again. हाँ जी बच्चे, try. Come on, give it a try. Read it again. Try to think. अब एक आपको पता चल गया कि this one is independent. My friend and I went to San Juan yesterday. तो अब जो बाकी 2 रह गए उसमें से आपने एक इंडिपेंडेंट और एक डिपेंडेंट आइडेंटिफाई करना है. Very good. Independent is yes. Dependent one is since we wanted to have fun and we danced all night is independent. Very good. Right? तो इसमें अभी जैसे हमने पहले भी देखा था since से जो start हो रहा है sentence, right? It is going to be dependent. Part that cannot stand alone. All right? तो इधर जो है उसी से ही हमने और आगे अटैच करके बना दिया है ये फुल सेंटेंस. दैट सिंस वी वांटेड टू हैव फन, माय फ्रेंड एंड आई वेंट टू सैन जुआन यस्टरडे एंड वी डांस्ड ऑल नाइट, राइट? तो इसमें दिस इज द सबऑर्डिनेटिव कंजंक्शन. दिस इज द पार्ट विच कैन नॉट स्टैंड अलोन. ये सब्जेक्ट हो गया, ये प्रेडिकेट हो गया इसमें, एंड इधर ये सब्जेक्ट है वी एंड अच्छा एंड वी डांस्ड ऑल नाइट. इस पूरे को इन्होंने प्रेडिकेट बोला गया है. दिस इज द कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन. तो अगर हम सिर्फ इतना सेंटेंस देखें, माय फ्रेंड एंड आई वेंट टू सैन जुआन एंड वी डांस्ड ऑल नाइट, तो ये तो हमारा सीधा सीधा कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस, हमारा कंपाउंड सेंटेंस बन रहा है. बिकॉज इधर से अगर स्टार्ट हो रहा है हम दोनों को इंडिपेंडेंट सेंटेंसेस में ब्रेक डाउन कर सकते हैं. अगर हमने साथ में ये अटैच कर दिया फिर ये क्योंकि कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस का पार्ट था तो इससे ये अब कंपाउंड कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस का मिक्सचर एक हाइब्रिड सेंटेंस आ गया. ऑल राइट, सो आई होप दैट इज क्लियर टू यू.